Hey guys, in this video we're going to find the equation of a circle in standard form, this right here, when given two ends of a diameter. So this question says find the equation of the circle whose diameter has the endpoints -2, 1 and 6, 7. Well, you don't need to graph this, but let's just graph it for visualization reasons. At -2, 1 we have a point right here, and 6, 7 would be somewhere around here. That's the other endpoint of the diameter. Let's draw diameter in. And we have a diameter right here. Now let's draw a circle in. And that's the circle. Okay. So if this is the diameter, which doesn't look like the circle is in the right place, let's just move it up a little bit. This looks a bit more like it. And in order to find the equation of the circle, we need to know three things. We need to know the h value, the k value, and the r value. The h and k are the center of the circle, which should be somewhere around here. H and k. These are the coordinates of the center of the circle. And the radius right here will be the distance between the center of the circle and one of the endpoints, either this one or this one right here. So in order to find the midpoint of the circle, which is hk in this case, the center of the circle, we're going to have to find the midpoint between the left endpoint, which is -2, 1, and the right endpoint, which is 6, 7. Now, what's the equation of a circle's midpoint? The midpoint of any 2 points, by the way, would be x of the midpoint and y of the midpoint are equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2. This gives you the x value of the midpoint, and y1 plus y2 divided by 2. And this will give you the y value of the midpoint. Let's move this guy right here to the bottom, and let's plug some numbers in. So the x1 and y1 are -2 and 1. That's x1 and y1 right here. And x2 and y2 would be 6 and 7 right over here. So applying these numbers into the equation, we have x1 plus x2, which is -2 plus 6. -2 plus 6 divided by 2. And y1 plus y2 would be 1 plus 7 divided by 2. So that would be 1 plus 7 divided by 2. Simplifying, we get -2 plus 6 on top is 4. That's 4 over 2. And then 1 plus 7 is 8. And 8 divided by 2 is what we have here. Simplifying these two, we get 4 divided by 2 is 2. And 8 divided by 2 is 4. This is the midpoint of the circle, which is now h and k. So we go here and we check this, and it looks like it could be exactly where it's supposed to be, 2, 4. So h and k are 2, 4. And we can write the equation as x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals to r squared. We plug these two values in here for h and k. Let's do that right now. So we got x minus h, which is 2 squared, plus y minus k, which is 4 squared, is equal to r squared. Now let's find the radius. The radius, which is right over here, is the distance between this point and this point. So we're going to have to use a distance formula. Let's write that down. The distance formula is d is equal to the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Okay, we're going to plug the numbers in. In this case, x1 and x2 and y1 and y2 are x1 and y1 for the midpoint, and x2 and y2 for one of the endpoints. You can pick either endpoint, this one or this one. You'll still get the same answers. So we have x1 plus x2. That's x2 minus x1. I was still thinking about the midpoint. We have x2 minus x1, which is 6 minus 2. 6 minus 2 squared plus y2 minus y1 would be 7 minus 4. 7 minus 4 squared. That will equal 6 minus 2 is 4, so it would be 4 squared. Plus 7 minus 4 is 3. That gives us 3 squared. Simplifying, we get the square root of 16 plus 3 squared is 9. and the square root of 16 plus 9, which is square root of 25, and that simplifies to 5. This here is our radius. So this equation, which we're going to just copy and paste to save time, and let's duplicate this guy. There we go. And the equation of the circle will be x minus 2 squared plus y minus 4 squared is equal to 5 squared, which is 25. And this is the equation of the circle.